Forest bathing, book summary, introduction. What if the key to better health is hiding just outside your door? You might be stunned to learn we spend a staggering 90% of our lives indoors, glued to screens, squeezed into traffic, and buried in offices. That non-stop grind is literally costing lives. In Japan alone, nearly 200 people die each year from overwork-related health issues. But since the 1980s, there's been a quiet revolution in embracing the outdoors, and the results are nothing short of amazing. Stick around to find out why breathing fresh forest air can boost your immunity, how simply walking among trees can slash stress and improve sleep, and why deepening our bond with nature isn't just good for us, it's good for the planet too. Welcome to Nature and Environment English Book Summary, Episode 6. In this episode, we'll explore 2018 published book, Forest Bathing, How Trees Can Help You Find Health and Happiness, written by Ping Li. Forest Bathing, Book Summary, Chapter 1. A walk in the trees. Have you ever felt drawn to a patch of green? Picture this. You finish a tough week of work. Deadlines crushed you. Family chores wore you down. You feel empty. A big trip sounds perfect, but you lack time and cash. Then you notice a park nearby. You decide to try something simple. You step under the trees. You breathe deep. You listen to rustling leaves. After an hour, you feel new again. This simple act has a name in Japan. It's called Shinrin-yoku. In English, we call it forest bathing. The term came from Tomohide Akiyama. He led the Agency of Agriculture, Forestry and Fisheries of Japan in the early 80s. He saw that people needed nature to heal. Japan is a forest civilization. 2/3 of the land is covered in green. Shinto and Zen Buddhism teach that forests are sacred. Stories speak of Kodama, the tree gods that live among branches. Festivals like Hanami celebrate flower viewing in spring. These traditions tie people to the wild. Still, 78% of Japan lives in cities today. Skyscrapers replace cedar groves. Busy streets blur ancient shrines. This urban life brings perks, jobs, shops, bright lights, but it also brings stress. High stress can lead to strokes, heart attacks, and more. The world is following Japan's path. By 2050, 3/4 of us will live in cities. Forest bathing offers a cure. It is more than a walk. It is a mindful dive into nature. You slow your pace, you breathe the forest air, you touch the rough bark, your senses wake up, your mind calms down, your body thanks you. Studies show that this practice can boost immunity. It can lower blood pressure. It can even improve sleep. In this book, you'll learn how to bring forest bathing into your life. You will see simple steps to start. You will explore ways to make any green spot your healing ground. You'll find out how this practice helps the planet too. And you'll discover the real science behind these benefits. Ready to step into the forest? Let's see how to sink into the green. Let's find out why a few hours under the trees can change everything. Forest Bathing, Book Summary, Chapter 2. The Science Behind Forest Bathing. Have you ever wondered why a few minutes outside can lift your mood? Picture this. You feel stressed. You step into the fresh air. You breathe deep. You feel better. That instinct led Japanese people in the 80s to try forest bathing. Back then, they believed nature helped the mind and body, but they had little hard proof. Everything changed in 2004. The author teamed up with Japanese government agencies and academics. Together, they formed the Forest Therapy Study Group. Their goal was simple. They wanted to link trees to human health. In 2005, they ran the very first forest bathing experiment. Since that first test, many studies have followed. They show clear proof that forest bathing works. It can lift your mood, it can improve your sleep, it can even boost your immunity. In one key study, participants joined a forest bathing trip. Before the trip, they slept about 6.5 hours a night. During the trip, they walked 1.5 miles through the forest. That was the same distance they'd walk on a normal day. The results surprised everyone. Their average sleep rose by more than an hour. The study also tracked feelings. Participants rated their stress, anger, anxiety, and depression before and after the trip. All ratings dropped a lot. Lab tests even showed lower levels of stress hormones. The mood boost and better sleep are great, but the biggest win is for your immune system. Forest bathing trips raise the number and activity of natural killer cells. These are white blood cells that battle viruses and tumor cells. Even better, these gains lasted up to 30 days after the trip. So what makes forest bathing so powerful? The answer is in the air. Trees give off natural oils called phytocides. They protect trees from bacteria, fungi, and insects. When we inhale these oils, they give our immune cells a boost. Phytocides also help our bodies make anti-cancer proteins. They lower stress hormones and ease worry and anger. There's more in the forest air than just phytocides. It also holds Mycobacterium vaccae. This harmless soil bacteria does more than help immunity. A study at Bristol University in the United Kingdom found it acts like an antidepressant. It can lift your spirits and make you feel happier. In this book, you'll discover more simple steps to bring forest bathing into your life. You'll learn how to find phytocides in any green space. You'll see how soil bacteria can boost your mood. You'll find out why a short walk under the trees can change how you feel and how well your body works. Ready to try it? Let's step into the forest and breathe in the science. Forest Bathing, Book Summary Chapter 3, Sensing the Forest. Have you ever stopped to really hear the world around you? Imagine stepping under the trees. You leave the city noise behind. You find a spot where you feel calm. You stand still. You close your eyes. You listen. Forest bathing works anywhere there are trees. It can be a city park. It can be a small garden. It can even be a schoolyard with old oaks. The key is to pick a place that feels right to you. If you love running water, find a stream. If you like damp earth, choose a spot after rain. Once you're there, use your senses. Start with sound. Sit or stand. Breathe deeply. Let your mind clear. Listen for bird song. Notice wind in the leaves. Hear twigs crack underfoot. This natural silence soothes your nerves. Researchers at Brighton and Sussex Medical School in the United Kingdom found that natural quiet sparks your rest and relax system. Next, open your eyes. Look at shapes and colors. See the greens in every leaf. Spot blues in distant hills or sky patches. These natural hues calm your mind. Look for repeating patterns too. See petals, water ripples, and shell spirals. Scientists call these designs fractals. Just gazing at them can lower stress by up to 60%. Now breathe in deeply. Take in the forest fragrance. Smell pine, moss, and damp leaves. Trees release oils called phytocides. Soil holds Mycobacterium vaccae, a harmless bacteria. Both scent and bacteria boost your immune system. They even lift your mood. You can make this even better with simple breathing moves. Tilt your chin up. Inhale slowly, count to 4, hold for a beat. Exhale to the count of 6. This helps you draw in more of the healing forest air. As you breathe, look around again. See a spider web glinting in the light. Notice a mushroom clinging to a log. Watch sunbeams filter through branches. Take it all in. No rush, no goal. Just you and the forest. When you're ready, stand and stretch. Feel the air on your skin. Wriggle your toes in the soil or grass. Open your arms like you're hugging the woods. Then carry this calm with you back to daily life. Remember this feeling. You can return anytime with just a few trees and your own senses. Forest Bathing, Book Summary Chapter 4. Feel and taste the forest. Have you ever smelled food that looked so good you just had to taste it? Picture a perfect meal at a restaurant. It arrives and the aroma hits you first. You see the colors. You know it will taste amazing. But you really enjoy food when you dig in. You feel the textures. You taste each flavor. The same is true for forest bathing. You already know how to listen, look, and breathe in nature. Now it's time to get closer. Touch and taste bring a new level of connection. They make the forest feel alive under your skin and on your tongue. First, let's talk about touch. Reach out and feel a tree trunk. Run your fingers over rough bark. Scoop up smooth stones. Let cool water run between your toes. Press your palms into soft moss. Every texture tells a story. These simple acts pull you deeper into nature's world. Grounding takes touch even further. The earth holds a natural electric charge. When you stand barefoot on soil, grass, or sand, your body absorbs balancing electrons. This can calm you and boost your health. Just make sure the ground is safe. Avoid broken glass or areas treated with chemicals. Aim for 20 minutes a day, barefoot in nature. Next, let's taste the forest. Forests are full of edible treasures. In Japan, people have gathered wild vegetables from woods and marshes for centuries. These plants pack vitamins and minerals. They even carry the earth's healing energy. Learn to identify safe wild veggies, berries, and tree bark. Evergreen needles, for example, make a vitamin-rich tea. If you find a clear spring or stream, fill your hands. Taste the fresh water straight from nature. It's a pure treat. As you touch and taste, notice how you feel inside. Canadian researchers found that engaging all 5 senses in nature boosts positive feelings. You may feel wonder, excitement, or pure joy. Let those feelings grow. They remind you why nature matters. In this book, you will learn more ways to dive deep into the wild. You will discover simple tips to touch, taste, and truly know your green world. You will see how these acts help your mind and body. And you'll learn why the forest is more than a pretty place. It is a living, breathing source of healing. So the next time you head outdoors, don't just walk, reach out. Take a bite of the wild. Feel the earth under your feet. Taste the forest on your tongue. Let every sense guide you back to nature's heart. Forest Bathing. Book Summary. Chapter 5. Indoor Forest Bathing. Ever feel stuck at your desk and wish you could be in a forest? What if you could bring the forest to you instead of rushing out for a walk? You don't need a deep wood or a big park nearby. You just need to add simple bits of nature to your room or office. First, get some plants. A single potted plant can brighten any space. Plants clean the air. They take in carbon dioxide and give you fresh oxygen. During the day, most plants release oxygen. Some types like succulents and orchids even breathe out oxygen at night. That makes them perfect for your bedroom. Plants also soak up toxins from paint, cleaners, and smoke. They add moisture. This extra humidity means fewer coughs and sore throats, especially when heaters or air conditioners dry out the air. Next, try essential oils. Oils from pine, cedar, or redwood smell just like a forest. You can use a diffuser to send those piney scents into the air. Candles or bowls of wood shavings work too. These oils carry phytosides, the same natural oils trees make to protect themselves. When you breathe them in, you get a dose of what makes forest bathing so good for you. Sound matters as well. Forest sounds help you focus and lower stress. You can find recordings of rain, bird calls, or gentle streams online. Play these sounds softly as you work or read. They will ground you and pull your mind away from deadlines. Finally, think about grounding yourself indoors. The earth gives off a natural electric charge. You can tap into that energy with grounding mats, bands, or sheets. Simply put your feet or hands on these surfaces. They connect you to the earth's electrons. This can calm your nerves and balance your body. In this book, you'll find more tips on how to make your home or office feel like a forest. You'll learn how to pick the right plants. You'll discover the best essential oils for calm. You'll see how sounds and grounding tools fit into your daily routine. All these steps add up to daily forest bathing no matter where you live. So next time you feel tense or distracted, look around. Pick up a leaf. Breathe in a pine scent. Listen to a rustling stream. Let these small acts remind you that nature is never far away. Forest Bathing. Book Summary, Chapter 6.
nature's value. Have you ever thought about how much of our world is forest? Almost a third of the land on earth wears a green coat of trees. 300 million people live in forests. Another 1.6 billion depend on them to eat, drink, and make a living. Yet every year we lose over 32 million acres of forest. That's a huge area, bigger than some countries. When forests vanish, we lose more than just trees. We lose clean air and safe water. We lose places that heal our minds and bodies. And we lose a vital resource for our future. That's why saving forests matters now more than ever. The amazing thing is this: the simple act of forest bathing can help. Forest bathing asks you to use all your senses in nature. You listen, breathe, taste, touch, and see the world around you. When you do this, you start to feel a deep bond with the living world. You begin to care for it. You want to protect it. Around the globe, people are acting on this idea. In Japan, there are more than 60 spots set aside for forest bathing. These places welcome visitors to slow down and soak in the wild. In the United States, about 150 park prescription programs now exist. Doctors prescribe time in parks to boost health and spark a love for green spaces. Cities need care too. Back in 2015, the World Economic Forum urged leaders to plant more trees in towns and cities. Even when new roads and buildings sweep away trees, many cities fight back. Take Paris. The city turned an old railway line into a park that runs nearly 3 miles. Now locals stroll where trains once roared. One of the smartest moves is teaching kids to love nature early. When children play among trees, they grow up knowing why forests matter. In Japan and beyond, some schools have moved lessons outdoors. They use parks as classrooms. Dirt, leaves, and sunlight become part of the school day. The book shows you more ways to connect with nature. It explains how forest bathing can spark a movement to protect our green world. When you learn to see the beauty and feel its power, you become a guardian for Earth. The next time you step into a patch of green, remember this: your simple visit could help save the forests we all depend on.
Forest bathing, book summary, conclusion. Feel nature. You've seen how nature does more than calm your mind. In this summary, you learned that the Japanese have known for decades how forest bathing can boost your health. You learned to breathe deeply to take in tree oils and good bacteria that strengthen your immunity. You saw how slowing down to notice sounds, colors, and patterns lowers stress and lifts your mood. You discovered that touching the earth gives you healing electrons. You even found out there are wild plants you can eat for extra vitamins. Now you have a simple plan. Step outdoors to exercise. If the gym feels dull, move your workout to a park or green space. Research at the University of Essex in the United Kingdom shows that exercising outside is less tiring. It feels easier and more fun than working out indoors. That means you're more likely to keep it up. You can turn any walk or jog into a mini forest bath. Your body and mind will thank you. Listen the other book summary. Disclaimer: please check the description. Any digital copy of this content that is shared through piracy or downloaded without permission or uploaded on any online social media platform will be considered a clear violation of copyright law. Piracy is a serious offense and strict legal action will be taken against it. Additionally, copyright infringement may result in a strike against your YouTube channel or page, and it could even be deleted. Therefore, please do not engage in piracy or support it. This content has been created based on the references from the mentioned book. However, it may contain some unintentional errors or inconsistencies due to human or mechanical mistakes. If you notice any mistakes or inconsistencies, please accept our apologies and inform us through a comment, message, or email. If you enjoy this book summary and wish to gain complete knowledge of the book, then please consider purchasing the book from an online or offline bookstore and reading it. Thank you very much.